Hello everyone and welcome to Moonride. This is Dave Johnson. I'm channeling the man in the moon today, and I'm not really going to do any predictions. I'm working on peace today. Boy, is it difficult. If we look at the world at large and watch what we're being fed by media, it would be very, 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 very difficult to remain peaceful. When I say this, it doesn't mean bury your head in the sand and ignore what's going on. We have to stand up and speak to people who are promoting more and more and more violence and say things that are, in some sense, peaceful. I keep watching news programs and wondering why no one says, okay, stop. What's your solution for this problem? And I would suggest you do that. Instead of going to try to convince someone, if they're going to go someplace, they're going to be there. You're not going to convince them. But if you are able to say, all right, here's a chance, and see how they respond, at the very least, maybe they would start thinking about it. The most important thing, at least for me to realize, I think it will apply to many, is what am I able to learn here? What's the silver lining of learning for Dave Johnson such that he could be a better person? Because that's the only thing I really have control of. Now, as I'm saying that, it's not easy, right? I struggle every single day not to be like, I hate them. But I got to realize other people haven't been as fortunate as me in some situations. We could go on and say, we've all done bad things before. We don't know what a person's experience is. If you can move yourself away and into that light occasionally, you're doing a really good job these days. So let's channel and let's see if we get any advice from Spirit about how to speak to those we disagree with and how to lower the temperature. And don't hesitate now to pray for all of those who have been lost due to gun violence and all of those people who loved such people. Remember that the love is real, even if it is going on between two people whom you disagree with. There is still love and harm there. Wow, I feel like I'm in the presence of an angel, and I've never felt quite the same about it. I've encountered other angels, like Archangel Michael, etc. But this angel is Raphael, and very beautiful. I'm not sure even, angels don't have gender, but it's kind of not necessarily male or female, just very beautiful, graceful. Oh, he's opening the wings. And I hope you all feel this. It's like I'm being enclosed in these wings of peace and love. And I'm kind of feeling very repaired here. Oh gosh, boy did I need this. Oh man, I hope you all can feel it. If you close your eyes now, you might be able to feel this beautiful angel Raphael wrap their wings around you. I think this is one of the most important things that we can do right now, is wrap ourselves in love and peace. I'm also being told that, angels in Christianity don't necessarily work for you. There are beautiful beings from every religion and from the earth religions like shamanism, etc. This angel's kind of joking. Would you like one of them too, Dave? I'm like, yeah. Bring on that Native American spirit who actually appears now more masculine. I'll take a hug. This is a really good practice, everyone. Call in your spirit. Ask them to wrap you in love for a moment. I'm kind of asking, hey, who would like to speak now? And they're both very polite. No, you, after you. No, after you. No, after you. How beautiful is that of a demonstration in how you talk to people? First, you got to listen to them and take them for their worth. Try to take it from their point of view. Now, there's some people it's just like flogging a dead horse, and it's not worth your time. But maybe there's some people who are going to help you learn to do better. right? And again, it's your own spiritual progress here that we're after. You can't change someone else, and we're not criticizing anyone. We're just saying, hey, how could we go further here? This is why we're on the planet, right? I'm just going to ask, did either of you want to speak through me? And the angel is saying, well, you've kind of channeled this Native American guy before, so let's try me. Okay. What a beautiful, kind, and compromise that these two people are demonstrating. These two beings are demonstrating. That feels so great. All right. Raphael, can you show me something that lets me know that you're the real Raphael? Okay. All right. Well, I'll take that. That's a great image. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Actually, it was like a series of images which make me know that this is from the light. All right. Oh. It is important for you to know, beautiful humans, that all of you come from the light. Like children, sometimes, who make mistakes because they don't really understand, they cannot remember the love that they came from. People make mistakes. We don't wish to be patronizing in this sense. We wish to tell you, if you saw a 3-year-old making a mistake, you would not lose your cool and become full of rage. You would hopefully speak to them in such a way that elevates them and helps them to understand. We know that the adults you're dealing with may not be able to listen to you, but you can make these statements and just let them be those statements, such that people think about them. Maybe they will argue with you on the spot, but if you are kind and peaceful and direct, it might be that in some times in the future, they will think about your example and say, well, okay, maybe not. Maybe it isn't so extreme. It is perhaps important to note is you can't speak to everybody. That's that. It is your choice to do this. So do it when you wish, and not when you do not wish. There is no obligation here to be a martyr. Go through your life and do your best to attach to the light, however that is. Spending your time worrying and becoming angry and upset about the events on YouTube channels or any other channels is really going to misdirect you away from the light. We understand this is a tricky proposition. One must respond. You can't not respond when something outrageous takes place. But you can evaluate it and say, well, is this worth my time? Am I able to make a difference here? If I make a simple statement, that person does not need to believe me. They may think about it and believe me later. And what is it to me? I may not be able to convince them, but the words have been spoken, and that is all. And then you leave it. Do not make it a responsibility of yours to convince another. It will go nowhere, and it will just feed the cycles of misunderstanding. Again, you can make your statements and then move away. There's a great deal of self-care that is needed now. You have to take care of the self, which is why we wrapped Dave in our wings. Those wings and the loving nature of many spirits is available to you. It is no different to us what religion or method that you choose. Just make sure that it is from the light. It is nurturing, and it does not have a voice which says, harm another, punish another, convince another. This is not the time for that. It is the time to go to love and help yourself. And as you do this, you will find that you are more in the company of those in the light, and less in the company of those who are not in the light. You will be benefited. We do not wish to say be aloof. That is not the answer either. It is like this. Here is the situation, and you must respond in some way. And here is the love. And if you bring those two together, it is indeed a sort of prayer. And you may think of it in this way: whenever you speak to someone with whom you disagree, think of each of your words as a prayer. You do not necessarily get the answers right away. You do not necessarily make the change right away. Eons of existence have taught us, you and us, so much about the nature of the experience, not just of humans, but of all of the universe. Now is the time to continue to understand and be in that experience. It is not an easy thing. If it were easy, none of you would have bothered to come to the planet. You would have been bored, and you would have left. It is challenging on purpose. We do not wish to say you deserve it. We wish to say, this is the time that you have chosen to learn this. Embrace it insofar as you can, and be kind to yourself. It will cause emotional experiences that are rather extreme. Perhaps this is another way of you getting to know yourself. Everything will work out as it must. That is, on this side and the other side, things will continue to evolve. It is one truth that is always true. Things evolve and change. And you are in the middle of this change. We understand that it is difficult, and we send our message of love now to help you along the way. But it will work out on Earth and in the universe. Things will work out just as they must. It is all about learning. We commend you for being here at this time, learning what you are learning. We commend you for even making your mistakes, as they are helpful to help you learn further. There is no learning without error. Do not punish yourself, and do not punish others insofar as that is possible. Understand. That is all that is asked of you right now. And on this note, we will again send our love and the embrace of our wings, and let them enfold you. Now we cease this transmission. Thanks so much for watching.